Hey everybody, it's Alex from Chart Junkies. Hope you're all doing good. Wanted to go through Bitcoin as always and focus more on small short-term time frames, trade setups, and what I'm looking at. Last video we kind of looked at the big picture, where I think the market's headed. Watch my previous video if you missed that one. But today we're going to focus primarily on the smaller time frames. If you're new to the channel, I use Elliott wave. It's a theory and on how markets move and price structure moves in waves of 5 and 3, impulses, corrections. And you know, it's way more advanced than that, but stick around, keep watching these videos, and you will eventually get a pretty good grasp on Elliott wave. If you don't use Elliott wave principles, it's almost like you're trading blind. I don't know how anyone makes money without having a good, at least understanding of how markets move and how markets are made, sweeping liquidities, and Elliott wave gives a rhyme and a reason to all of that. So without further ado, let's get cracking. This is on the daily of Bitcoin here. Just to recap, we have a correction, we have another correction in my eyes, something like this right here. And then we have another correction, something like this right here is what we're expecting, right? To be a large correction of this wave, and then we're going to come back down. That's the primary scenario for me, for myself. There's different variations. It doesn't have to move exactly like that, but that's the overall movement I'm looking for. Other variations, this could be, I guess, just a finished wave. And then you could be impulsing, correcting, and then impulsing some more and hitting to the upside pretty hard. Bearish cases right now is that this is a correction, this is a flat correction, and now you're going to start your ABC WXY type correction down to finish out this wave. But again, the primary scenario is that we are in some type of a WXY, and last video I drew these trend lines, something like that, and I'm looking really for this to channel. So this is gonna come up, come down, 3, 4, 5, something like that, and then I'm looking to start our descent, right, according to this channel. That's where I'm at overall market structure wise. Let's zoom right in on this bitch. Small time frames. Last video we had just kind of broken this trend line. Come on, we had just kind of broken this trend line right here, and I said this is gonna pump up. It's got a pretty good chance, and we're gonna start our upside move, our upside leg here after this major 2-month, 3-month correction that we experienced starting back in middle of March. You're looking at a 85-day correction, 80-day correction. It's crazy. 2.5 months. Now, I don't think it's going to correct 80 days just to spike to the highs and sweep the liquidity. Like, this is a very substantial correction in my opinion, and it was an accumulation phase for something. This starter wave to the upside, it looks like it could be pretty much done and ready for a small correction before more upside movement here. We broke the high, took that liquidity, and you're looking at something along the lines of a 1, 2. I like it could be 3, 4, 5, and then you're done. But I think it maybe needs one more hit to the high. So you're looking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then some type of a correction. Not too hard of a correction, not too far of a correction, but maybe to the 382, maybe back down to like 28.5, 28.7, somewhere in that range, and then more upside. Could this just say, screw it, we got all the liquidity we need, let's just take it up to 38K right now? Yeah, it could. Anything can happen, but just the way markets usually move, and what I'm looking for is maybe early in the week next week, some type of a liquidity grab here, maybe coming up to this cluster and rejecting down, build up more shorts liquidity, and then start really, once we break through this, we got really nothing, so no resistance. So I'd be looking for something like this, maybe up to like 44. I mean, that just aesthetically, it looks good to me. It looks fair. And it will complete the WXY with, yeah, maybe to the 3618 here. You know, I've seen these WXY flat correction into another ABC or WXY, creating a larger WXY many times on smaller time frames, medium time frames. So that's kind of why I'm looking at this in that sense. But you know, ultimately you could just say, hey, this is just a 1, 2, and then 1, 2. Like, I don't like this being a 1, 2, and then looking for 3, 4, and 5 of a ABC flat correction. I don't like that as much, but it can still happen and can still be a wave structure possibility. I think I said this last video too. This correction for me that we just experienced and broke out of, it was just way too long in time compared to the first 1, 2 of that wave. Because as you guys know, an Elliott wave, when you have a flat correction, so it's a correction up, a correction down, I mean, that's so clear, that breaks this low, then you're looking for some type of impulsive wave to the upside to break this high. Usually your targets are in the range of the 1618, somewhere in this area, but this is crypto we're talking about, and this is modern markets, and they don't play by these small ratios anymore. They really get extended. They really tend to be dramatic in their moves. So to me, this just doesn't look done. I don't like what that is. Is this your 5-wave move right there and then it's done? It just doesn't have the right look to me. I am so biased to the upside right now, it's ridiculous. I'm ready to be wrong, and it's okay if I'm wrong. You know, don't just follow my lead blindly. You know, at the end of the day, you make your own decision in the trades that you put in. But you know, long story short, would be looking for hopefully some type of a pullback. This right here looks like a flat correction. Boom, boom, boom. Right? Like I just showed you, but the opposite way now. A bullish flat correction. and we'd be looking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down to hit our targets. You know, optimal target range, like I said, is right here, 1618. Maybe just breaking this low and then taking it to the upside. But yeah, it looks quite bullish to me. This could also be a correction here, done, finished correction. You could be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you could be starting to go. All right, you know, so these are things you got to watch out for. But this structure right here looks very much just like a ABC flat. They could just be making it look like that to entice people in to go short here for that wave down. I don't know, but how I would trade it right now is I would look for targets either here around 30K, but this wave structure just doesn't support that. I would look for targets. My ultimate targets to long would be right here. Break of this low. Maybe, yeah. Let's see. Down to 382. Yeah. And then I'd be looking for, this is what I'm picturing right now. A nice long here at 29,324. Right? All the way up to 32. And then some type of nice correction down. Correcting this big wave that we made. So maybe early next week we're going to hit the highs. And then later in the week we'll come down and correct into, you know, maybe 0.5. Could even go golden pocket, but. And then be expecting more upside. So yeah, that's my overall thoughts, everybody. If you have questions, comments, concerns, throw them down below the video. I try to respond to everything. I want to respond to everything. I want to have some good conversations. Like the video if you thought this content was helpful. Subscribe. Love to have you as a subscriber. Give me some feedback. I'm just starting these videos. Plan on making video after video after video after video. Really grinding this YouTube thing. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.